Today we are going to learn about carnivores and herbivores. So, first we are going to go through some facts, and we are also going to learn about the similarities and differences between them. Now, we first need to know the definition of herbivores and carnivores. Herbivores are animals which mostly eat meat. Which mostly eat plants. But carnivores are animals which mostly eat meat. Now shall we begin? Now that we know the definition of herbivores, we are going to classify them into four groups, because there are four groups. And can I say something else? They are classified based on what sort of food they eat. So, frugivores. Here we have orangutan and toucan. They are frugivores because they mostly eat fruits. Now, shall we go to number 2? So, number 2 is polyphors. And here's a panda and a coral. They are frugivores because they mostly eat leaves, another part of the flower. And third one, the carnivores. Now, do you know that bees, hummingbirds, and other sort of birds collect nectar from flowers? When the animals and insects collect the nectar, it is called nectarivores because that is the meaning. That gives us the meaning. The insects and animals which mostly eat nectar or only eat nectar. But do we have one more other thing? Yes, we do. It's called detritivores. So here is an animal eating live plants or dead plants. And can I tell you something? This here is an earthworm which is eating the plants. Basically. Now we're going on to the carnivores. So first, I would like to tell you that carnivores are classified into 3 groups. And those 3 groups are classified based on what amount of meat they're eating. So, first comes hypercarnivores. And these are the pictures of hypercarnivores. So, cheetah, tending legs, lion, mongoose, eagle, and much more. Now, before we move on to the next one, I would like to tell you something. Hypercarnivores eat 70 to 100% of meat, but mesocarnivores eat only 50 to 70% of meat. So here we go. These are the mesocarnivores: African kibbit, red fox, raccoon, skunk, and all dogs, actually all the domestic dogs at our house and yours. Now we are going to do third step in classification of carnivores, which is called hypocarnivores. And these are the hypocarnivores: the grizzly bear, black bear, kangaroo, and red pandas. They eat 30 to 50% of meat. Now let's look at some special carnivores. Spongivores. Here is a sea turtle, which is eating sea sponges. That's why it's called spongivores. But here we have herbivores. Look at this kiwi. It has a long beak that is used to peck in deep to look for worms. It only eats those. I can tell you an interesting fact here. This bird is featherless, totally featherless. It's one of the featherless birds, and it is a bird of New Zealand. Now we're moving on to herbivores. This is a hawk. It has very big wings, which eats other smaller birds. As you can see in this picture. That's why it's called herbivores. And here we have omnivores. Quite similar to herbivores. This is a snake over here, which eats eggs mostly. In fact, it eats any egg in the world. But here we have what's it? It's carnivores. And see, here is a sea lion, which eats fish. It only eats fish. And now, the next one, insectivores. For example, bats. Bats are insectivores because they eat insects mostly. And translates something, a bat can eat 1,000 mosquitoes in 1 minute. Isn't that interesting? Now, the last one, what do you think of this? Well done, it's scavengers. Scavengers. Here, look at this hawk. This hawk eats already dead animals. Got it? Now, let's move on to the food chain. So first, the sun and water are used by plants. And plants are producers because they make up their very own food out of the sun and water. Can't tell you then what happens? Then herbivores consume them. And then omnivores and carnivores consume the herbivores. Later, retrivores come and they start eating all the dead animals. And then it goes again and again, repeatedly. Now we are looking into another food chain. So, plants are eaten by herbivores, and herbivores are eaten by primary and secondary predators. Understand? Now, the features of them. What are the features of them? Now, teeth. Look at the zebra's teeth. It is broad. Broad. It is broad and blunt also. But compare it with the ferocious lion's teeth. How sharp and pointy it is. Now, we're moving on to feet. Look at the feet of this horse. Look at the feet of this donkey. This donkey's feet is actually called the hoof. And the hoof of this donkey's feet is blunt, not so pointy. But look at this lion's feet. How sharp and pointy. How sharp and pointy its legs are, its paws are. Now we're moving on to the head. Look at this herbivore's head. It's very small. But compared with this enormous crocodile's one, see how big and huge it is? But there's one thing. Herbivores can chew up and down, left and right. But crocodiles and other carnivores can only chew up and down, not side to side. Now we're going to look into the digestive system. we're going to compare it between the herbivore and the carnivore. So, can I tell you something? The herbivores have 4 chambered hearts.
1, 2, 3.
Sorry, it's actually four chambered stomach, not hearts. Everything, sorry. So, it has 4 chambered stomach, and it eats all the food, and then it breaks into the first stomach. The first stomach just makes the food soft, and then it goes up, and again starts chewing, and then it goes to the second stomach. It dives a bit further and goes to the third one, and then finally the fourth. That is a bit complicated, but the carnivore stomach is a bit easier to understand. It only has 1 stomach. Even though it's very large, it only has 1 stomach. So, first it eats all the prey, and then can see what will happen. Actually, it won't eat, it seems. It directly gulp. That's quite funny, isn't it? Now we're going to learn some interesting facts about the largest carnivore in the sea. Well, what's the largest carnivore in the sea? Yes, you got it right. A blue whale, which can go up to 100 feet long as the scoop divers, and weigh up to how many can it weigh up to? 173,000 kilograms. But even though it is such a big giant, such a massive giant in the ocean, it has no teeth, so all it has to do is just gobble up its food. Sorry. But the largest carnivore on land is a polar bear. Look at its face. Isn't it cute? It's one of my favorite animals. I can go up to 8 feet tall and weigh up to 450 kilograms. Smallest carnivore on land is a weasel, 25 to 30 centimeters long. So I would say on my scale it will be this much. And weigh up to 350 grams. Now we're going to go into the largest and smallest herbivore on land. The largest herbivore on land is an elephant. African elephant actually. It can go up to 10.5 feet tall and weigh up to 6,000 kilograms. Very heavy. But look at this little wing beetle. It's 0.325 millimeters. But the largest herbivore that can any part of the plant is what is it? It's quite tricky. It is a moose. It's good if you got it. And this is moose, which can go up to 7.5 feet tall and weigh up to 700 kilograms. Now, carnivore plants. Yes, you heard me right. It's a carnivore plants. It's good if it's the first time you're learning this. It'll be new. So the pitcher plant, the yellow pitcher plant, and the monkey cup. Before that, I'd like to say something. There's not just 1 or 2 species. There's 700 species of that. Isn't that amazing? So the pitcher plant, yellow pitcher plant, and the monkey cup actually store what's inside your bags. They don't drink it. Mm-mm. So when any insect or any small animal comes close to it, what do you think will happen? You close its lid, and then that's it. It'll end up in the stomach. But for the Venus flytrap, with twice a brush of its hair-like leaves, or if you even touch it, it'll close its trap, and then that's all. Dinosaurs is inside it. The butterwort and the big floating bladderwort are both creating a sticky substance which is applied on the leaves and branches. So when an insect sits over there, it got stuck, and then the plant will digest it. Okay, so for the shredded sinew, there will be something like a dewdrop. It's actually some glue-like substance. So when the insect touches the glue-like substance, the glue-like substance will digest it. For the coupon, what do you think that plant will do? Well, it first produces some nectar on its leaves, and then when the insect comes over there, it'll find an opening, and inside the opening there'll be some nectar. The insect will drink the nectar as it walks through, and finally it'll end up in the stomach. The next interesting fact is also about carnivorous plants, which is, yes, the Nephectus raja. It is the biggest and the largest carnivorous plant on earth. Can I tell you something? That's the same way of making a sticky substance. That I will tell you something. It's as big to catch a rat. I really enjoyed learning all those facts, and I hope you did too.